Rello on him.
Sorry. Hello, everybody. This is your man, Jay Takashi. I'm here to bring you guys an episode review of Isekai Cheatskill 1 Shita Ore Wa, episode 11. Entitled Meet the King. Now, in this episode, guys, a lot of things happen. I'm going to try to shorten it up. And we're going to be on our merry way. Now, in this episode, guys, Yuya and Carrier are studying at Yuya's place. They're doing kind of like a study practice for exams because there's some things that Carrier finds out that Yuya doesn't know about some subjects, and then she decides to come over to study with, so they can pass the exams. Better prepare. And in the event of her trying to find the restroom, she ends up finding the door, the door to the other world. And Yuya, this is where Yuya pretty much drops all his problems and tells her the truth. He actually takes her across the door. Well, he explains to her what it is. He takes her across the door, and he explains why he can do the stuff that he can do. And Kaori, he hears him out on this, and she wants to further explore the outside the dark forest, and he tells her, maybe next time, because it's full of monsters. It's full of monsters here. I mean, I can defeat. So, sorry about that, yo. So as a result, he literally, like I said, they make a promise with their pinkies, of course, and the next time I'll definitely, I'll let you explore this world with me, definitely. Which was the tying knot, basically. After that, Yuya decides to go, decides to meet the king particularly. He finally decides to leave his area after, it took him 11 episodes to finally do it, but he finally leaves that area, and he ends up entering a town, particular of the region that he's in. And sorry about that, y'all. And he's having he's surprised of all the freaking different species around him, people with not fairies, furry, but freaking people with foxtails and dog ears and things like that. And he was really surprised by that. There's different kinds of species, people here, things. He's taking it back a little bit for that. But also within that particular town he actually wanted to instead of converting his experience points into money and things like that for his world, he actually wants to sell the items that he collected out in the dark region and trying to get the currency of that world. Trying to sell them. So he lays out the spices and things of that, and he actually gets paid for it, particularly. And he gets the currency of that, and he starts understanding the currency of that world for his own understanding. More so for his benefit and need. So, all right. The next part that comes on, he finally makes it to another town after traveling on the wagon to the actual king and things of that nature. And by the way, the king is a very obsessed father. Like, one of those things, like, my sweet daughter nonsense. If you hurt her, things like that, I'll use the sword, I'll chop off his or her hair. He tried to do this to Luna in the beginning of the episode. Not the beginning of the episode, but like at least the second part of the episode. And she held him back with the strings. And you finally decides to pop up on the king and things of that nature. He tries to he doesn't understand the customs of like what it means to like give people like, I guess, like freaking like bedding supplies or like comforting supplies and things like that, because it comes off as if you want to bed the princess, which is kind of like, I guess, like mate with her, things like that nature, and just want to go to bed with her, pretty much in this case. And where the king launches out of it a sword, which is pretty much hilarious, because I'm sorry, overprotective bearing parents are freaking hilarious sometimes in the anime. Like they're annoying, but sometimes they're freaking hilarious. It's just like they go on hella hard, but at the same time, the royalty, I get it. It's just like, these are freaking this thing's a clown to me in some regards. He's still king, but yeah. so things of that nature. Also, guys, we actually find out a relative of a royal, a dark guild. He literally has put out a hit on the king and Lexia, and his plot is to make sure that they get assassinated, because the first attempt failed, and this time we're gonna bring a solo shirt. So we pretty much use an orb that actually cancels out magic. That no one can use magic within the orb or the barrier that they set. It's like the orb barrier that they use in order to cancel everyone's magic. So anyone within a vicinity or whatever can use magic. Pretty much when you arrived at the kingdom, I was wondering how that was going to play out, and you didn't need it. All you needed was hand-to-hand combat to take out the assassins. So they, when it finally happened, and just like that, when he attacked the kingdom, like I said, he deals with them very, and like I said, it's to the point where, like I said, these guys are just like fodder, and. There was something about the guy who put out the hit that even the king notices when they find out the royal seal or royal crest on one of the attackers. And I think his name is Ryder, if I'm not mistaken. And it seems to be a part of their family, like Alexia's older brother or something like that. And that's a whole thing that we have to discover more about that character, particularly why he's trying to attack his own family, or was he exiled? Because I was making it look as if just like maybe my guess is that he's been presumed dead for some reason by some people, but we don't know. Like I said, I'm looking forward to the next episode to figure out what happens. But other than that, guys, like I said, we literally ended off there to where quote unquote the right hand man, Lexia's right hand man, literally says, "Yo, listen, we need your help. No, the kingdom needs your help because of what's about to happen and go down." And it pretty much ends off there. Now, I think this was a fine episode. I don't think it was anything spectacular or great, but I think it was solid. I think, like I said, the assailant being royalty and maybe a member, and maybe an actual child of the king and Lexia's sibling, I think it's interesting to me. But I don't know. Like I said, we don't have 24 episodes for the series to explain all that stuff, so it might only explain the one episode next episode. So other than that, guys, this is, like I said, I hope you enjoyed this breakdown review of Cheatskill. And with that being said, if you're new to the channel, be sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that jazz. And if you're new to, and like I said, guys, if you like, if you know people who love anime content, please be sure to, share the video, spread it all around. And like I said, that's what this channel is based on: anime interviews, live talks, podcasts, things of that nature. And also, guys, look forward to our podcast live stream to drop sometime this Friday. That being said, y'all, drink some water, drink some green tea, and be sure to exercise. That being said, peace out.